Love, it turns out, is only a 90-minute flight away from hate. Feeling the need to reassure John Tavares that he made the right decision 48 hours after he'd been pilloried by scorn and embarrassed by the scoreboard during his Long Island homecoming, the city of Toronto welcomed back the salary cap era's best free agent to change clothes and go with open arms. Prior to the Maple Leafs' 5-2 victory over the Buffalo Sabres Saturday, the fan-fueled hashtag "Don't let the haters get you down" at 91 Tavares, "You're home now and we're proud you're here in Toronto." One fan spoke for Minnie when she held aloft a homemade sign that read, "Dear John, we do need you. We do care. Love, Toronto." Tavares can steady a poker face at Negrino levels, but even from the press box, you could see the athlete moved by the reception. His teammates drifted away from the blue line they were standing on, leaving their most consistent player alone in the spotlight. A moment of affirmation. Tavares saluted his thanks. "Ever since I've been here, the support's been tremendous," Tavares said. "Playing here and being a part of it, you really realize, especially from the support you get around the city and the type of fans we have, it's a special place to play," knowing full well they needed a response to Thursday's meltdown in Uniondale. The Leafs pressed early. Tavares struck first because of course he did, jamming in a loose puck behind Linus Ullmark for his league-leading 27th goal at even strength and celebrating with a more passionate fist thrust than usual. He'd later tack on a pair of assists for a three-point night. Sabres veteran Jason Pominville answered on the very next shift on a similar play, poking home a loose puck in tight. Then Connor Sheary gave Buffalo a 2-1 lead, shooting the puck through Leafs defensemen Nikita Zaitsev and Frederik Andersen. But the final minutes of the first and second periods made all the difference. With Patrick Marleau providing a hard-earned screen smack in front of Ullmark, Morgan really tied the game with just 18 ticks left in the first. Deadline day acquisition, Nick Beaton, scored his first goal as a Leaf in his team debut, replacing winger Tyler Ennis on the fourth line. "If there's a chance to make a play, I'm going to make a play," Beaton said after the morning skate. He also took Ennis's shifts on the second power play unit. Failing to crack the Winnipeg lineup, Beaton had been sitting healthy and cold for 72 days heading into Saturday, something the 23-year-old had never experienced in his hockey life. "Our pro scouts saw something they wanted, so we're putting him in and giving him an opportunity. Ennis played real well here, so it's tough that way," Coach Mike Babcock said. Nikita Zaitsev scored off Buffalo D-man Brandon Montour's skate with just 55 seconds remaining in the second period for some sweet insurance. Mitch Marner added an empty netter late in the third. Granted, the solid effort was against a weaker and more tired opponent than the Islanders. Buffalo had just won an overtime thriller in Pittsburgh Friday night, but the Maple Leafs responded nicely in the wake of their greatest debacle of the season. Frederik Andersen stood tall in the face of several grade-A scoring chances. Jake Muzzin threw a couple big boy checks, Morgan really hustled back to bust up a Jeff Skinner breakaway, and Kasperi Kapanen engaged in a rare fight with Evan Rodriguez. "It's going to be a heated game," Kapanen had predicted. "Everyone in this locker room is excited to forget about last game and have a good one." He didn't add the words, for Tavares, he didn't need to. They were understood. As time wound down, Toronto hollered, "JT, JT, JT."